Hello, my name is Rupan Das. I'm a student of Masai School in the software development batch. So today in my React assignment, I need to explain what is context API and I need to demonstrate. So context API is the process of sharing data among the different levels of component without doing that manual drilling of properties, which also called as prop drilling, where we manually drill all the properties from one component to another component. But in context API, this is not the case, where we can uh, do a global state management from where all the its children component can uh, uh, can access that properties and variables. So let's start creating the context API. So I have already created the file which is index.jsx. Here I will write my context API. So let's first create the context API and the create context, and I need to import it. Okay, so I have created the context, and now I need to uh, give the name of the context. Let's give an example context. So whenever we create any variable using create context, it acts like an component. That's why I have given that name as example, where I used E as capital. So I have created the context. Next phase is to give a provider. The provider will provides that uh, data or to that child component. So I need to create the provider. So let's create a provider. I'll give the name as example provider. Okay, and example provider, and I need to export both of them. Export. Okay, so let's create some uh, values which I want, like global values which values I want to access in any level. So I want to create some values, like let's create a variable which is suppose f name, and I'm giving the name as Bob. Let's create another variable which is called skills. And let's give some skill React Node.js. Okay, so now I need to return the context. So example context. Example context. Now I need to give the provider. In provider, there are some properties we need to give. So one of the properties is values, where I'll pass my values. So I have multiple values I need to give in curly braces. So f name and skills I want to pass. So let's create some component from where I'll access this. So let's create a component called fname.jsx. So from here, I want to access that. I want to access these variables without doing any prop drilling and all. So, but for that, we need to use that context, use context hook, which will provide us that variables. So use context. And what was the name of our context? Example context. Example context. So, and I need to destructure and store the variables names. So let's give the same f name and skills. Okay, so now here I can write any F1, sorry, H1, like hi, my name is F name. Same, we can create another component, no issue. So I can create skills.jsx. Here I need to use the same. I need to use that, use context hook, and our context name was example context. And then again, I need to destructure our variables f name and skills. Okay, so now I want to show skills only here, like h1. My skills are skills. Okay, so everything is ready now in app.jsx. I need to wrap my components inside the provider. So let's do that. So my provider name was example provider. Example provider. Here I need to wrap, which is my home. Sorry, not home. It's f name. F name component and my skills component. Skill component. So in example provider, this is the child of the example component. So I here also I need to mention I as a children, and here we need to give the children. Now whenever we run the program npm run dev, we can see I'm facing some issue. Example provider is not defined in the app. Okay, so let's go to the app. Example provider, okay, it's not imported. Not valid as React child. Okay, I need to give in curly braces. Not defined in f name. Example context not defined in f name. Let's go to f name. Example context is not, now it's defined. Let's go. Okay, so as you can see now, my I'm able to use this variables and datas to the component which is not direct. We can use this datas, the global datas here, without doing the prop drilling and all. So this is the concept of context API, and I have explained my way. Thank you.